Betty was born as an intersex.
Okay.
Meaning, openly meaning that Betty was born with both genitals. That is the male and the female organs. When, you know, I started noticing, you know, they start nature of, you know, kings just, you know, staying naked. So I was like, I'm not like the other ladies. Yet I'm called Betty. So I was like, shush, wait, why am I like this? You know, she was like, why are you what? I told them, I think I have the boy thing. You know, I might dress police and get out. No, you're just talking and this person is not even ashamed. Just hear them asking, wait, is this a lady
or a man?
Or a man? My mom didn't want to say mania.
No?
Yeah, just because I'm an intersex, you know, she was mad at me. She could beat me literally for nothing. Beat me for who I am, you know. People are saying, you know, you're LGBTQ, you know, they associate us with lesbians, gays. But we usually say, even if they are the lesbians, you know, you don't have that access of judging them, then I'm not one of them. That is when I was in class 6. The female part was taught very well. The male part was taught very well. Do I fit on those two? Why is the intersex? I also dream one day to get a woman.
Yeah.
Of, you know, of my choice, and a person who will understand me.
Yeah.
And we make up the family, and, you know, life goes on. Because everybody needs to be loved.
True.
Yeah, true. Nobody who is an island, that is what we usually say.
Very true.
Everybody needs to be loved.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? My name is Paris Budia. Welcome to Paris Budia TV. Another day where we bring you stories that inspire you, educate you, encourage you, and all that. And today, before I continue, let me remind you that today's show is sponsored by Timeless Medical Spa. They are in Lavington Mall. They treat everything skin, so if you have any skin issues, please do call them. We're going to put their number right here. They will help you. You'll be happy that you visited them. Now, today I have a very interesting story. I have a beautiful person with me today. Her name is Betty, and she'll be giving us her story, which is a little bit touching. If you live in Kenya, lately, there have been a story that has been going on. I'm going to just go here on my phone a little bit. There's a story that has been going on in Kenya lately. Our judges, Supreme Court rather, sometimes back, I believe last week, they gave a verdict about homosexuality in Kenya, which people are referring to as LGBTQ. And that thing has really stirred a lot of conversation going. And with me today, I have this beautiful young lady with me. I'll call her lady for now, but she'll tell us, who was born being an intersexual person with both organs. Yes, I said it, with both organs, meaning she has what a man would have, and she has what a woman would have, a vagina and a penis. Now that we are there, I'm going to introduce her so that I hate that there's this stigma going on in Kenya right now, because everybody is being put in that picture of homosexuality. You want to be homosexual, you want to be homosexual, you want to be lesbian, you want to be that. But we've forgotten there's some people that for whatever reason, they did not ask to be this way. They were born this way. What do we do with these people now? Do you even know that? Because a lot of people are judging others out of ignorance. Now, because it's not my story, do not go anywhere. I want you to stay there to the end. Please take your drink. And let me welcome my guest today, and she'll be able to introduce herself and give us her story so we can leave here today educated about what's the difference between homosexual and intersexual. Now, welcome to our show today, Betty. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good.
Thank you very much. I am humbled.
I'm also humbled
that you've accepted Paris Budia TV to come to your place today for you to share with us this very important story.
I'm very humbled.
Please be kind. by just saying your name and saying hello to, our viewers.
Hello viewers of Paris Budia TV. Betty, or Beatrice Kageni, as people have been seeing me all over there in the media. And I thank God for you, Paris. Actually, I've been seeing your stories, and I didn't know it will come to a time we'll meet. I've just been seeing your stories.
Yes.
And Betty was born as an intersex.
Okay.
Meaning, openly meaning that Betty was born with both genitals. That is the male and the female organs. That is what we believe, or we term is as an intersex. Yes, so Betty was born in Meru. I'm a Melian by birth.
Okay.
Though we are not in
Mugeni.
Yes, Mugeni. Yes, I was born in Meru, in Tarakanidi actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so were you born alone or were you born with other siblings?
We are four.
You're four of you?
Yeah.
Are you firstborn, secondborn?
I'm the firstborn.
You're the firstborn?
Yes, I'm the firstborn.
And you are born that way? Are your sibling born the same?
No.
It's only you?
They are okay. They are normal girls. I'm just the one who was born an intersex.
Okay, Betty, straight to it.
Yeah.
How old were you when you realized that you are actually not a girl, not a boy? Can you please tell us that story a little bit?
I was a bit young. I think I was 5 years. When I started noticing, they start nature of kids just staying naked. So I was like, I'm not like the other ladies. Yet I'm called Betty. I'm not like them. So I took a step of asking my grandfather. Wait, shush. Do you know now the Malian culture, they refer shush to both of them. There is no the
shush
shush and buka.
Okay.
Yes, both of them are shush.
Yeah.
So I was like, shush. Wait, why am I like this? She was like, why are you what? I told them, I think I have the boy thing.
Oh wow.
So I told her, I think I have the boy thing. So
can you say that a little in Kimeru? How exactly would you ask that? Because
Yeah, so I just went and I asked her, shoes niki ngona mbekaliyo. She was like, nonto wake. Nikamwambia, nini mbichieni na kanyamuka karume. That is what they usually say. So he was like, wait, no. Who told you that? I don't think. So I think now, they comforted me, you're okay.
Yes.
But I think it was out of, they were really trying to just get me out of.
Protect you, what do you think?
Protect me, and, they were just trying me not to get depression.
Wow.
I couldn't get depressed if they could tell me at that particular time, you have it. So I could get depressed. So I think they were trying to just, get me keep going when I'm just fine.
Believe you are a girl and stick to that.
Believe I am a girl.
Were you being dressed like a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you some pictures.
Yes. Because
I've just changed the past 3 years. That is when I changed.
Okay.
So I'll give you my pictures and you just place them there. So I just told them, I just told them, she just told me, you okay? But I think it was just to protect me. So
what about your mom? Now you went and asked your grandmother and your grandfather rather. What about your parents, your mom and dad, when they were bathing you? Because when you're little, you don't bathe yourself. Your parents bathe you. Did they not explain to you that, wow, Betty, at some point you might have, you will realize that you do have both organs?
I am a child of a single mom.
Okay.
And actually my mom got me when she was at their place.
Okay.
That is my grandmother's place.
Okay.
So I don't know my father.
Wow.
I don't from when I was born up to date, I don't know my dad.
Okay.
So I grew. So then we were not that close with my mom. My mom went to search for green pastures and leave me with my
Your grandparents.
With my grandparents.
Okay.
So we were staying with my
Also, that's
grandparents.
explain why you were asking your grandparents.
Yeah, so that is why I was comfortable, you know, asking them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, when you went to school, and you know, as usual, young kids would play together, which side did you find yourself? You know, like
I've grown like a girl.
Ah, so all through you behaved like a girl.
I've grown like a girl.
Yeah.
So I've been like I was signing the girl sign. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was signing the girl sign.
Yes.
And because I was dressed like a girl, so I could not associate myself with men. And remember, Peris, that particular time, the dominant gender had not come out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It had not come out.
Okay.
So I couldn't come. This thing has just realized when I reached the adolescent stage. That is when I started, you know, getting attracted to girls. You know, I couldn't receive my menstruation periods, so I was like, you know, now this thing is becoming tricky and somehow confusing. You have to go to the medic.
So okay, so during your young, just so for the person who is watching us understand this, during your early years, between the age of, I would say, 0 to 12, 13, teenage, yes, you were behaving like a girl, you felt like a girl, everything was okay. When you went to the bathroom, you used the dominant side of a woman.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
But then, as you became a teenager, did you start, for example, I mean, I will ask this question. I understand, for a man to know they are normal, from when they are a little boy, when they wake up in the morning, first thing they do, they wake up with a hard on. Yes. Before they go to the bathroom, it's normal for when somebody wake up, the first thing you do is you go to the bathroom, and most men wake up with a hard on. That's how they know they are men and hey, we are good here. Now, with you, did that start happening?
Yes.
At what age would you say that started happening?
I think I was 17.
17?
Yes. I think I was 17.
Okay.
That is when, you know, I was in high school and I was like, hey, wait, I'm really getting attracted to girls. Hi,
now you're no longer being attracted to boys. At some point, were you ever attracted to boys?
I have never been attracted to boys.
Okay.
All my life. I've never. So, you know, it leads to a point. So when I felt that I had to, you know, to take a step. And that is when now the doctor was confirming.
You went to see a doctor?
Yes, I had to.
And then they did test. And what did they confirm?
They did test.
Yeah.
They did. The conclusion was, you know, I have the male hormone with me, and it is high. So if we are to boost, maybe we boost the hormone because literally you're supposed to know for an intersex. It is just you let your body decide, then it will
let you know which side to lean on.
Yes. Now if the body directs you, then let the hormone of that side be boosted.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what literally happens.
Okay.
So mine, you know, it came under, you know, my male hormone became, it was high. So
it was high.
So now I had to change. I had to be a man. I had to be, you know, that thing.
From being raised as a girl, here we are now 17. We are now starting to change toward gravitating being a man.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Okay, one thing I really felt good.
Yeah.
Because now I felt I'm not living in a denial.
Okay.
There is nothing worse to Paris like living in a denial. When you live in a denial, it's the worst thing ever. Because, you know, I'm wearing on skirt, I'm wearing on heels.
But you're not feeling that's you.
Like I'm not a lady. And no. You know, I'm going to the salon, I'm not a lady. So those things, you know, you're living in a denial. You're living a life that is not yours. So by me going to the gender that now I felt this is where I belong, I started feeling good. But though it was not easy because my family was not accepting. One thing, they have raised me as a girl. So they did not, at first they did not accept. They have just started accepting the other day after seeing it is working for good on my side.
Yes.
So it was hard because, you know, now my mom was like, hey, wait, what are you trying to do? Actually, my mom is not who took me to the hospital.
Okay.
I just got a friend whom I really like mentioning. She's by the name Dolcas Wamarwa. That is the lady I got. And, you know, she came and realized, this person is depressed. And, you know, by coming to my side, you know, I just got open up. Actually, she's not that old, but I'm used to calling her mom. Because she prayed a role of a mom when my family members, you know, went away. So she played a role of a mom, with even her being with one kid and the husband. So I really like congratulating them with even the husband, because they took that role. The husband took me like, you know, their son. They took me to the hospital. I was told, you know, you are a man, you're going to change to a man. You know, they even started, you know, they could give me even fear of going for the counseling, because, you know, for you to change to a man, lazima, like, you have to take a counseling section. So you have to
now accept.
Yeah, now the counseling will help you, you know how men stay, associate with men, dress like a man and be like a man, bwana.
That is so true.
Yeah, so that is what happened, and now I changed to who I am today. So it was hard, but
let me ask you this question. Yes, you've changed physically. You've started taking hormones that are now making you look more like a man. When I look at you, though, when you smile, I see a girl. Yeah. When you're serious,
you see a man.
I see a man. Does that sometimes bother you? Do people get confused? Like, who is this lady?
They do.
Who is this man?
I might dress. You know, I might dress police and get out. No, you're just talking, and this person is not even ashamed. Just hear them asking, wait, is this a lady
or
a man? Like, you literally, like this other day, I just told them, so just ask me. You can stop whispering. Just ask me, I'll answer the question. Because, you know, I'm always proud when I am walking in these roads.
Yes.
I don't have to just, you know, work, you know.
You don't hide.
I don't.
You're proud of who you are. God gave you this identity for a reason.
Yes, so I'm proud of who I am.
But now, let me ask you a question. When now you started taking hormones, if you have, to now, towards now becoming a man, but the vagina is still there, or did you do surgery to remove it?
No, I didn't.
So you still have the two organs?
Yes, I decided let me stay like that. One thing, Paris, the surgery itself is very expensive.
Okay.
Very, very expensive.
Okay.
Very, very expensive.
Okay.
Then sometimes the Kenyan medics, you just find they're telling you, we don't get about, we don't know how to do this. So you have to even get out of Kenya
to go do it.
To go do the surgery.
Okay.
Then the greatest thing, and that made me be okay, I accepted myself who I am. You don't have to complicate. Now why are you complicating things? God created, just take hormones and leave everything to God. Because I really reached to a point, being a born again Christian, I reached to a point I was like, it's like you just, you know, trying to correct God. God, you didn't do this right.
You didn't do it right, let me do it.
Let me do it
what
right
I think
for
is
you.
Right.
What I think is right.
Wow.
So I felt, so I really, and God gave me that acceptance heart. I really found myself accepting myself, despite all the things that I've been passing through. God gave me that acceptance heart, and, you know, boom, I just, you know, walk the way I am, and decided to stay the way I am.
So when you go to the bathroom, that's another question I have. Which part do you use? Are you using the male side, or are you using the female part?
I use the female part.
So for that is the dominant part that you use for bathroom.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to making love, you switch it around.
Yeah, we are blessed.
That is very, I'm just trying to look at it this way. So, and you said, you put it very clearly, you do not receive period. So,
no, I don't.
So that means, does that mean you cannot then give, did the doctors tell you whether you can get pregnant?
Yes, the doctor checked me, and he was like, no, you can't.
You can get pregnant.
Okay, the womb was seen. The medical report can clearly show that the womb was seen, but a very small womb.
Ah,
Yeah,
so you can't carry
you
the...
can't carry the baby. Then the what do we call these woman eggs? The ovaries. They're not there.
Ah,
So you can't.
so is that how they determine that you are meant to be more of a man's side? Is that how? Or what made them decide
No. It's
that
about
Betty is not going to be Betty, is going to...
No, it's about the hormone.
Ah.
It's about the hormone.
Ah.
And yes, I'll say it's about the hormone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And now, have you ever been... I have to ask this. Have you ever been in a relationship?
Okay, no.
No.
Literally, no. One thing, police, eh?
Yeah.
When I come to you first, I have to. One thing I usually tell people: we are not kids, and there are three things that bring us to love. The first thing is companionship.
True.
The second thing is sex, and the third thing is just being there for each other, because I need somebody not to feel lonely. So one thing I do come and tell any person is explain myself who I am. When I just come and talk to you, I love you, blah blah blah, and you accept me knowing who I am. So it will not be a big
surprise. So if you're attracted to a girl, the first thing you do is, as you start courting them, you start explaining to them.
Of course, I'll tell them
this is who I am. This is how I was born. Yeah. So before we even cross these lines, I need you to understand.
Yeah, because before we even cross to this line, I need you to understand who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever told somebody that and they walk away?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it has happened.
Yeah. Because now the person is like, now I'll take you to my parent, but whom will I take you as? I don't want to be called a lesbian. I'm not. So whom will I take you to my parent?
Wow.
As, because this is a terminology that has never been understood in Africa.
Yes. And
it is very hard. So this is a terminology that people have not understood. Homosexual. it's a very new. Let me tell you, Paris, intersex have just come out when people have stopped killing them. You have been people murdering intersex. They are ants. Like, I think the Maasai land, not ashamed to just mention them. I think the Maasai land and some other lands. You'll get, when you get to when the mates take the woman to give birth, and she gives birth to an insect, they instantly kill him or her.
Wow.
Even the mother won't have that face to see, have that time to see the kid, because they definitely think that we are out of wedlock, we are out of prostitution, we are out of curses, and this is what we are trying to get them to know. We are not. We are God creatures.
God choose.
Yes, and
for
God
that to happen. But a lot of people in Africa still believe there's something that make a child
be born as an intersex. That is what they usually
believe it's a curse.
Yeah, blah blah, or whatever. All those things.
Did you go through that in your family? Is there, like, how is your relationship with your mother? Let's start there.
It's not even my mom. My entire family. It's hell. Honestly speaking, Paris, even if you tell them to bring you here, they can't, because they don't know where you live.
No?
Yes, I usually laugh because some things, there is a point you just there and you just laugh. They can't bring you here because when I was getting out of that family, I didn't just get out of there with peace. No, I just went, boom, I went out. I went to search for green pastures.
What happened? What made you decide to leave? Was there commotion between you and your mom, maybe you and your sibling? What happened?
Yes, my mom didn't want to see me near.
No?
Yeah, just because I'm an intersex, she was mad at me. She could beat me literally for nothing. Beat me for who I am, and throw some very harsh ones, which now made me feel like, I think being outside is better than being in this house, and I went out. Though though now we do talk, you know, we do talk, because one thing I do tell people, I forgave a long time ago, because one thing, she's my mom, and if she didn't love me, she could threw me long time ago, Paris. She couldn't even breastfeed me.
True.
To who I am today.
True.
But I think now, when I was just trying to do my research, I came to realize that you know, this pressure of the culture, that, you know, it's a prostitute, blah blah blah. Now, you know, you know, now here is Betty. Betty has grown up. The little Betty has just started coming out, you know. Now we can't hide anymore. We can't just keep on, you know, pretending and lying to people that, you know, this is a girl we are raising.
Yeah.
Now I think now that pressure came and hit her. That is why she was behaving that way. That is why it didn't happen even to just, you know, just think of anything bad about her.
Yeah.
I did love her because she's the woman of my dream and the woman who brought me to this earth.
True.
That is why I did find myself loving. Though we don't have that regular communication, we don't talk much. I just feel like I think I love her so much.
Yeah. Do you believe she will understand you eventually and you will build your relationship again?
Okay, she has started understanding me.
Okay.
I think the media, personally, the media has really done its work.
Okay.
Because my mom didn't know when even I went to media.
Yeah.
So she just came and boom, you know, find me in media. And she was like, wait. And actually, I've even come to educate her very many things she didn't know.
Wow.
Because remember, your child, you just know your child when he or she is young.
True.
But do you know when he or she grows up, you don't have...
As an adult now.
Yeah.
You don't know their struggles.
You don't know their struggles. You don't know what they are passing through if you are not close to them.
Very true.
So I think very many things she has come to know through the media.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the media is helping you, educating people, and you're helping people to get out of this ignorant and understanding what's the difference between a lesbian, for example, and an inter. You see, please make people understand that. That's why I'm here as Paris Boothia TV, is because, like I said from the beginning, we are there now in Kenya where everybody is kind of, the temperature is very high about this thing now, you know. And
yeah, I understand,
by the way, have you ever found that, okay, you said you are Christian, yeah? Did you ever struggle with people accepting you, maybe in church? Have you ever been in churches where you were never accepted, for example?
Yeah, actually now, let me say, like, now I thank my pastor very much. He's by the name Pastor Evans, and our Reverend, who is Reverend Stephen Jogo of Full Gospel Churches of Kenya. I did love them because now this is the very first church that has accepted me, and just like a man, and you know, go to the church. I'm actually the pianist of the church that I usually go.
Okay.
I'm the pianist of there.
Okay.
So I really thank God for them because they really accepted me. You know, Pastor Evans is not like you know, blah blah. But the very first church that I went, that I not mention, because of security purposes, you know, the pastor drew me away. You know, like, wait, who are you trying to fool? Like, why are you dressing like a man? But I was like, wait, you could have just even asked me. You know, and I narrate the story of why I'm doing that.
Yes.
You know, so people don't have that deeper understand of who we are.
They still believe it's you who want to change.
They still believe, not actually. When you let them know, actually some are really trying, some are understanding, but some are in those perspectives that, you know, people are saying, you know, you're LGBTQ, you know, they associate us with lesbians, gays, but we usually say, even if they are the lesbians, you know, you don't have that access of judging them, then I'm not one of them. You know, intersex is very different from them. You see, so people don't have that deeper understanding of who we are.
Has it affected, it has affected you in church, we understand that. Has it affected you maybe even in getting job? Do you find people are discriminating against you just because of you're claiming to be a gender that they don't understand?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
Like as for now, for my came from the very first job I got, it was of house help, but that particular time I was dressing as a girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, and you know, the mother of the house understood, and you know, she was like, "Hey, I'm feeling you living with my girls." I was like, "Wait, you're feeling, but I'm not an animal." So you know, I was sent out of that job. Now from there, I do also the small jobs, but I've never get. You will just, you know, not that jobs are not there. You know, you might talk and people are like, jobs are there, and people will call you for even interviews. People will call you, you know, go get a job, but you won't.
You won't get when
Yeah.
somebody realize that, wow, wait a minute,
Yeah,
who is she?
I saw you somewhere. You know, I saw you somewhere. You know, saying you are an intersex, and you know, intersex are cases. How am I supposed to even give you a job?
People say that
Yeah.
on your face?
Yeah, you know, people are like, how am I supposed to give you a job? You're a public figure.
How does that
But
make
now-
you feel?
Oh, I feel burned. Sometimes I find myself questioning God. But I then remember that, you know, God did this with a purpose. You know, I'm like, God, if I'm a normal man, God, if I'm a normal woman, I could go hustle and, you know, and do things that are supposed to be done. But now, I then reach to a point, I'm like, no, God, I want to question you. You had the purpose of doing this. Yeah, and I'm okay to go. Yeah.
Do you have plans of getting married someday? If you ever find somebody that you fall in love with them and you think now, do you ever see yourself, do you ever imagine yourself having a family?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
We have been having the very first intersex wedding this year. We did it in the church. That's why I'm saying now we congratulate the church that are understanding us. So we ended the very first intersex wedding this year.
Were both of them?
No.
Or one of them was?
Actually,
one was
the man was the intersex, but now the girl was a normal girl.
Okay.
A normal woman.
Yeah.
So I also dream one day to get a woman.
Yeah.
Of, you know, of my choice, and a person who will understand me.
Yeah.
And we make up the family, and you know, life goes on.
Do
Because
you ever-
everybody needs to be loved.
True.
Yeah, nobody who is an island. That is what we usually say.
Very true.
Everybody needs to be loved,
Yeah.
and it's a good feeling. To be loved is a good
And
feeling.
to love too, not
Yeah.
only to be loved,
Yeah,
to
be
love
loved,
someone
to
and
love
to someone.
someone. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. And does it ever bother you and you wonder, if I get married and we have a child, will the child end up being like me? Does that thought ever bother you?
Okay, I do. Okay, sometimes I do think, now if I get a woman and now we get a kid, and now, you know, the kid is like me.
Yeah.
But one thing I do,
Yeah.
one thing, Paris, if my parent, you know, educated me, stood with me from my young tender age, I could be a strong person.
Because now you understood.
Because I understand.
Yeah.
Now, if I happen to get a kid like this,
Yes.
because I know the struggles and blah, blah, all those, I stand with him from the word go until, you know, that age.
Where they can now take over and they understand who they are.
Yeah, literally, yes.
Do you wish though that your parents, even though you're saying your mom stood by you, do you wish that there was education at early age where you could have understood why you were born this way better, or they could have prepared you better?
One thing,
Yeah.
that is where actually you've messed up, and that is where we are. Every time when we are called on these TVs, you know, actually we are not here for people to pity us.
Gotcha.
Let me just get that thing out of
Very
people's
true.
mind, you know, people's mind. We are not here for people to pity us. We are here for people to understand who we are. You know, we are here for people to understand that we exist. And we have our light. So like the other day we were just asking some judges who visited us, and we were asking them, and that is the thing that we do talk about when we are called on medias.
Yes.
That is when I was in class 6. The female part was taught very well. The male part was taught very well. Do I fit on those two? Why is the intersex? What is the intersex? This thing called intersex, it exists even in plant. It exists in animals. but it has reached to we do read it, we do touch it a little bit in biology of plant and in animals, but it has become a taboo in Africa to talk about human intersex.
Wow.
So we're asking, where? Put it in curriculum. And now, because we know the curriculum is there, and it isn't to to just go get those books again. They are produced, and now to change them again,
true,
it's a lot.
Yes.
Okay then. We have peer educators, counselors. You've been bringing them in schools. They come talk about us. Don't sleep with men anyhow, you'll get HIV and AIDS. Blah blah. Men don't go with women anyhow, you'll get HIV and AIDS. Did you get a peer educator, an intersex peer educator, to come and talk about intersex and tell them there is the third gender?
Wow.
There is the third gender. That is intersex. These people are in those schools.
They are born that way.
They are born that way. Last year, but one Paris, we banned one of our intersex,
oh, no.
one of our own.
Sorry.
Because she was taken in school. She's like a girl. But the other girls, I don't know how they came to realize. They started, they started sexualizing her.
In boarding school or
in boarding school. They started sexualizing her. And the girl just called me when she was in Menditown. She just called me and told me, Betty, I'm passing through her. I was like, what? These people are really sexualizing me, and I don't feel like going back to that school. But my parents don't understand. They really fear. I'm like, I want to get out of school, but now they are really fearing. I was like, I'll come to talk with your parents, and I think I'll make them understand. And before the day came, I don't know what happened. She hanged herself. She was found hanged.
She hanged herself?
Yeah, she was, she was found hanging in
before you could even get an opportunity to go talk to her parents?
Before I could even get an opportunity to go and talk to the parent, she hanged herself. She was found dead in her room. The thing really hit me, and it motivated me to go further. But in our Kenyan community, it's really hard, Paris. And I was like, can you get these intersex? Can you give them jobs to go in those schools and talk about intersex?
Very true, because you should become a spokesperson.
Yeah, can you let them be a spokesperson?
Yeah.
Let them go to those schools and tell people intersex exist, because they are there, but they are hiding themselves, passing hell here in earth.
Because I can imagine for this kind of thing to have happened to that child is because maybe she went, I would imagine if you went to boarding school. Now, you have boarding school is not like you have a private bathroom to go shower. It's an open. Maybe it changed these days, but when I went to school,
even nowadays,
showers was an open.
Even nowadays,
where you are all showering together. Yeah. So I can only imagine. Now I'm a girl, and I'm coming to shower, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this other girl who has got both organs. It will be disturbing if I've never been told about it.
Yeah, because you've never been told about.
Yeah.
But now if we could talk about this, not mentioning about we were talking about making up their schools, but if we could talk about it, people could understand us. The other thing is private toilets. Let me just go here in town and I'm there, boom, I'm going, to women. Now they are like,
because you say that when you go to the bathroom, you use your dominant side of.
No, I can go to any place. Now let me go to women, and they're like, hey, wait, Mr. Man.
Go to bathroom.
You go now these people have different way they view you.
By the way, that's a good question, because seriously, when you go to bathroom, now I can only imagine, honestly, let me say this innocently. Now, if you came to a bathroom I was in, and I looked at you when you're dressed like a man, even me, I'll be like, Mr. Man, I think you came in the wrong bathroom. Yeah. But then again, I understand you use your female side to go to the bathroom. So how are you going to go to the men bathroom?
So now people are like, hey, mister, can you go to to the other side. Now you go to the other side now and they're like, hey, madam.
Oh my God.
Go to that side. That is your place. I think you're in the wrong place. So you find it is even difficult to use
public
bathrooms. You're like, let me just, let me just hold it till I go home.
Which is also not good for your brother. You can't do that.
No, it's
then
not
you get
good
infection all the time.
Yeah. So I think the Kenyan government, Paris, has a long way to go.
They need to,
they need to work extra
to do something about things.
Yes.
What would you tell them? Looking at that camera, just honestly, if one of them, let's say for example, I don't know who is your women rep of this place. Pasari is the women rep, by the way. It's true, because this is still, we're still in, I thought we're in Ukambani huku.
No, you're not in Ukambani.
Okay.
You're still in Kasarani.
Okay. So, what would you tell Pasari if she had power to change something about this?
One thing, they are not even to start far. Because I've come to realize, even in a government parliament structure, there is nowhere an intersex is placed. But look at the Albino, there is the Mwaura, who stands for them, but who is intersex? There is no place there in the parliament. But I thank God, because let not just complain. One thing, they have taken a step ahead, because they have started introducing, like, if you just go to very many document, international document, this document they're supposed to, there is the part of high, the intersex. So if I go to fill them, I'll use the high part. So they have taken a step forward of trying to make us get recognized, but they need to work extra hard.
Do you think we're still on denial in Africa about this?
Of course we are.
Yeah?
Of course we are. So we need to wake up. They need to work extra. And I think if they could, take us in these schools, they have all that capability. I was telling some other people, this government has money. Let them not try to us that they don't have money. They can facilitate us and take us to these schools and help rescue these kids. How many organizations are in Kenya? Intersex organizations. There are two. The Jinsi Yangu and the LPCK. I'm one of Jinsi Yangu. Oh. Let me ask you now, Pelis. Honestly speaking, Jinsi Yangu office is in Nairobi. Here is an intersex kid in Unjaruoni.
Wow, Western Kenya. Yeah.
Here is an intersex kid in Meru, our place. When will this kid come from Meru, come from Western, come from Kakamega, come from Umasaini to come here in Nairobi?
So get the help they need.
To get the help they need. Why don't they facilitate us and, get some of us, get an office in Western. Take Betty, take her to Western. Take another person, take him to Meru, take another person, take him to Muranga. And they will. We'll have a good turnout and they'll help these kids.
Do you think a lot of family are hiding some of these kids that
yes, they are
born that way?
I have a friend of mine whom I know very well. She's an intersex and she disclosed to me, but people usually see her as a lady. And the thing is, when I come out, well, how will people see me? How will people appreciate me? This is not I've passed through hell because of coming out.
Wow.
And by coming out, I've passed through hell. It reached to a point I was like, I wish I could just live like that, and dress like a lady, bride, stay like that, because it was hell.
People judged you harshly?
People judged me, you don't have job. Of which I could be dressing like an even saying like a lady. I could be maybe I could be somewhere else, but I don't regret anyway, because I am in a good place now. So people are hiding here, and they need to be comforted. They need to be taken to a place that they will reach to a point, they will accept themselves. Yeah.
So for you now, you've come to a point where you've totally accepted and said, now I want to be acknowledged and to be known as a man.
Of course, yes.
I'm no longer a woman. I'm no longer Betty. So are you going to change your name at some point?
Of course, I've started the process.
Yeah.
Actually, the people of this area, they literally don't know me as Betty.
Yeah.
By Levi Bracing.
Ah.
So that is the name that my ID will appear with.
Okay.
Because there is the new
So you're
ID.
legally changing?
Yes, I'm legally changing, and my ID will not read female nor male, to read an intersex.
Wow. Oh, so you can do that in Kenya?
Yes.
See, so you're educating us.
Yes, so that is why that is what we are trying to do, and see if we can come up with the intersex IDs.
So they're not there yet, but have you applied and been told you can get one?
Yes, we have applied, and now they have just given us hope that they are working on that.
Okay, so the government of Kenya is doing something about it.
They are trying to do something. I'm just trying to say,
yeah,
we just need to go an extra mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have to go through the process of you have to prove for sure you are?
Yes. For people to accept, even here.
Yeah.
Some people,
by the way, you guys, she showed me paperwork that she had to go
people here are in denial.
Yeah.
So, for you to prove yourself as an intersex, you undergo through a medical examination where you undress yourself, the doctor check you, you are taken to scan, you're scanned and blah blah, for the doctor to conclude that you are an intersex. So there is the medical report from
and you've shown us,
the medical report that I've given you that shows everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So literally, you go through a lot just to prove.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
If I happen to think of doing a church wedding now, I'll use a lot of money to get the medical, which I've gotten. It's about 15,000. The medical itself, you know, undergo the ID change, the birth certificate change. You know, the moment you change a name, you don't just start from here.
You change everything.
You change from birth certificate, ID, and blah blah.
But what made you feel you needed to change? Why not just stay as Betty? Or you didn't think
it will bring problems? So now, if I reach to a point of even getting a family, you can't approach a lady with the name Betty.
Because then now you can't as a lesbian.
Yes, you'd be termed as a lesbian. You can't do a church wedding as Betty. You'll have to give the priest the ID that shows either you are an intersex or a male.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now, what advice would you give somebody listening to us now who is there still hiding in the closet, not wanting to come out and say, hey, like this, hey, I was born like this and this is me, whether you like it or not, God choose to, you know, to give me these two organs and I am here and you have to accept me and you have to live with me. What would you tell them?
One thing, I would not support them to come out.
No?
Yeah. Why? I do not have passed through well by coming out.
But it's not fair because you're saying now you're happy.
Yes, I am. But if I usually put this thing, if they are not able to hold what I hold, let them not come out. But one thing I do tell them, they are all the year. Let them just, you know, take a process, take a step by step until they come out and, you know, tell people they are. But not just, you know, coming out tomorrow and telling us you're an intersex. You'll pass through hell in Kenya.
No, but okay, what would be your, because now that's also not nice. That why should I continue living life that I feel?
Yeah, I'm not saying they live a life of denial.
Yeah.
That is why I usually give my number, and when they come, we introduce them to a group. You know, I usually give myself the number. When they come, I'll give them when they come, we'll talk and you know, I'll help them. First, accept yourself. Don't just come out. First, accept yourself. Confuse people, you know, dress the way you're feeling, you know, blah blah, all those things. Then come out, not just coming out. Then have a heart that doesn't hold people grudges. People will talk. Parents, people will talk, then they'll talk shit. And if you're a person of, you know, holding grudges, honestly, let me tell you, you'll die.
Wow.
Of depression.
Yeah.
Because people will talk all kind of shit, all kind of nonsense. But the fact remains, there is person somewhere you'll educate. There is a person somewhere you'll save. By me talking, I've gotten very many people.
Very true.
From India. I'm an intersex and I've been hiding myself because I talked and a person just spotted me. So I usually tell them, first accept yourself, then come out. Don't just come out.
And I hope, you know, these two groups you mentioned, hopefully they offer counseling.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what's your goal? When you come to us, now, like today, you giving me this interview. What do you want to get out of this? One thing that you want to get out of this interview?
I want people to accept us better.
To understand.
And to understand us who we are. Understand us more better. If we come to ask for jobs, let them give us.
Yes.
Because at all cost, this house I'm living, please, I want to be told you are an intersex, you're not supposed to pay the house. My stomach won't, you know, tell me you are an intersex, you're not supposed to eat.
You need to eat, it's true.
I'll eat like a normal person,
Yes.
I work like a normal person.
Yes.
So they understand us. They come to reality that this, I think, from God. It is not out of curses. It is not out of, you know, dog and curses and, you know, prostitution. It is a thing that comes from God. Because I think if they understand that, then it is not hard for them to stand with us.
And you feel and hurt like everybody else.
Yes.
So if we mistreat you, you hurt. Just think the way if somebody
Of course,
mistreats me.
everything happens
hurt.
like, we are not
You know?
different.
Yeah.
We are human beings.
Yeah.
We are not different.
Yeah.
So they come to reality. They come to reality that, you know, we are creatures from God.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to reach you, perhaps they are suffering the way you did before you became strong enough to come out and say, this is who I am. I'm going to live my life regardless of who it upset, to a point of even separating with your family for a little while. You said your relationship with your mother was tarnished for a while. You're now rebuilding it slowly but sure. So if that girl or boy, because it depends with, you know, there's some people who are listed as boy but now they want to be identified as girls.
Yeah.
You are listed as a girl and now you want to be identified as a man.
Yeah.
If they wanted to reach you for counseling or just for moral support, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I am.
How would they reach you?
Okay, I usually give my social handles.
Okay.
There is the Facebook page that I'm always on.
Okay.
I have 2 pages.
Okay.
I have the page of Betty Favored.
Okay.
And I have another page of Levy Blessing.
Okay.
So both of them are mine.
Yeah.
I also give my WhatsApp number. They can text me WhatsApp and it is also on.
Okay.
But I usually say, parents, if I give you my number, just let's talk about something sensible. Some will just come to talk about something. You're like, just so this is what you can just come to talk this kind of shit.
And I forgot to ask you
come, you know, a person will just come with no manners. He's like, send me the nude, I want to see.
Are you for real?
So when I give my number, I usually say, let it be of help to maybe somebody.
By the way, do some people ask you for date just so they can explore and just discover whether it's for real? How do you look like?
They were like that, but you know, now I'm a person who is somehow
matured and
somehow, you know, the way I'll approach you, it'll turn you off to some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
there's some people who just want to see.
How you will come, maybe you'll just meet me, you'll just meet a very official person. You know, if you entertain people, they'll talk all kind of nonsense. But not, I'm not strict by that. Let me not confuse them. I'm not strict, but I'm very official too. If I get to know that we are not doing something that can help us.
So if somebody call you, let it be particularly for this topic.
Particularly for this topic, and maybe how we can help each other.
Yes.
Maybe he can be having help. I've received a lot of help from people out here.
Yes.
Maybe she or he is an intersex. Maybe she's like, how can I do this? Yeah. Something like this.
And also, you need to mention those groups you said that are there that can help people. If you don't mind, start by giving us the 2 groups that one can get help from, and then you tell us your phone number that you're comfortable, that people who need to be in touch with you for one reason or another can get through to you, please.
There's the Jeans Yango group, and there is the other one is the LPCK, and
they are all online. People can find them.
That one you have to go to now when they reach me, I'll take them there.
Okay.
Because that is a thing of going there.
Okay.
It's a bit hard to get them.
Yeah.
They are official groups. You can just go there, but I'll take them.
Okay.
Then my number, which is in WhatsApp, it's 0740 192641.
Okay.
That's my number that you can call, you can text me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
get me.
Okay. Mine is I am so humbled, and first of all, I love your courage.
Thank you so much.
Because for what you've gone through, for what's going on in Kenya right now, for you to come out this strongly and say, this is who I am, and I'm an intersex, I was born this way. You just have to accept me. This is not by fault of mine. I did not choose to be this way. I think it's very important, you guys who are listening to us, for people to understand this. This is why I had to come here to do this show, because I think people need to understand there is a different, yes, there is a different. Some people, I understand, it's true, we live in the world where some people just wake up today and decide, I want to be a lesbian for whatever one reason or another. I just feel like this is who I am, and that's what I want to explore. There's some others who say, why do I have to identify myself with one gender? Why can't I be both? What's wrong with that? There's some people who by choice choose that.
Yeah.
But now here we are. We have the other group of people who didn't choose that.
So that it's called the dand marker.
Yes, they were born that way. Yeah, they're neither female, neither male. They were born that way. But we still are very ignorant about this part. We still want to believe they don't exist. We still believe, oh my God, they are lying. Okay, and so many people, I'm sure right now, you who is watching us, there's somebody who is saying, Atoe nguo, she should remove her clothes so we can see whether it's true or not. Really, again, if we do that, you know what again you're going to say? Now we are disrespecting you. Now this show is changing to be something else. You again will not appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, mine and now she's going to change even her name. Can you believe that? I'm happy for her because she's not going to be Levy. She's, you know, just because she want to be herself. She want to hold her own. And like she said, when you see her, stop judging her. Just talk to her. Ask her, stop, just talk to her directly and ask her, hey, I'm just confused.
Yeah.
You look like you could be a woman and you look like you could be a man. Make me understand.
Yeah.
Talk to these people. I suppose
Yeah, but we are
judging.
just so good.
Right?
Yeah, we are so good. We are so good-hearted.
Yeah.
We don't rush to judge, we rush to eliminate,
Yeah.
to educate.
And all you want is a space to live a normal life, literally.
By the way, you just reminded me, last week I went to get some some clothes.
Yes.
And I had to buy the clothes, and now the woman was like, wait, these are not for ladies. You know, but I thank God, I had time to eliminate her, to educate her, and I just told her, you know what, don't ever tell a person, let them buy, even if it's a woman. You don't know why. Maybe she's even buying for her man.
Yeah.
And now you are there telling her these are not for women. Yeah. Just leave them, And I thank God she accepted it very positively. And I really went feeling like a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really felt like a hero. You know, educating her and telling her this, the third sex, the third marker, the intersex marker. And that's where I belong.
True.
That is why I can wear that way. And you know, she really accepted that. You know, so now they should stop judging us, you know.
Yeah.
And talk. Don't just be confused there out. Just talk. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think I'm going to end here, not unless you feel there's something we haven't told these beautiful people that are watching us. So guys, we're going to end here. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking our video and even sharing to anybody you know that could benefit from this information that you've received today. I'm sure some of you for the first time have understood there's a difference between intersex and
homosexuals.
Thank you. It's good it come from you, because I think that's where we are confused. We think everybody is homosexual just because they look some kind of way. But really you need to understand to the core that there is a difference between people who are born intersex and people who are homosexual. That was the whole lesson for today. We wanted you to understand that. Now, please do not forget that we are sponsored by none other than Timeless Medical Spa in Lavington Mall, 6th floor. Give them a call and they will just hook you up with that clear skin you've been looking for, that glow skin you've been looking for, those good skincare products you've been looking for. We'll be happy to connect you with them through the number written right here. God bless you. Until next time, bye.
Timeless Medical Spa.